yesterday we have learned features of management. So the first feature of management was management is a goal-oriented process. Then management is pervasive, and then management is multi-dimensional. So yesterday we have discussed about all the features of management. Now we will continue with the features of management. The fourth feature of management is a continuous process. Why we say that management is a continuous process? Now, for example, we can see that any organization, they will not have only one goal. They will be once one goal is achieved, then we will be having one other goal. Next goal will be there. Then again we will decide about one more goal, and then we have to set the objectives again and again, and then we have to achieve the objectives again and again. So management is a continuous process, is related with that. For example, we can say that when one organization is having an objective of what? Achieving a goal, and the goal is what? To complete or to produce 1000 units of any product, 1000 units of product within 1 week. So that is one goal for the one department or any one organization. Now for that, planning is done by the manager. After planning, organizing is done, and after that staffing, then directing, and then controlling. And once controlling reached, after that we have seen that we have achieved within 1 week, we have achieved the goal of producing 1000 units. Okay, so management is a continuous process, means what? After producing 1000 units, again organization will have one more objectives, or they have to set up one more objective, and once that objective is achieved, again one more objective will come into existence. Okay, so as we have to set goals again and again, so management also we have to carry on management again and again. That's why management is known as a continuous process, means it is a never-ending process. Any organization has to continue with the sequence or steps, or continue with the functions again and again, so that they will be able to achieve the organizational goals. Like any manager has to continue the function of planning, then organizing, then staffing, then directing, and then controlling, so that they can achieve their set whatever goals they have set, they will be able to achieve the goal. So management is a continuous process. Then management is a group activity. So here what we say, management is not related with the individual person. Management always includes a group of people. Means any organization, there will be a group of people, and the efforts of group of people will lead to achievement of organizational goals. Okay, so management is not related with one individual. It is always a group activity. Means in an organization, every person has to work according to their role, okay, or according to status or position given to them. Every department has to work according to their responsibilities given. Okay, so management is always a group activity, and with the help of the group only, organizational goals can be achieved. It is not related with any individual person. Okay, because achieving organizational goal affects the interest of a group. Okay, so that's why management is a group activity. Manager always continues with a group of people. Not only group of people, it is related with everything which is there in the organization. So management is not related with any individual. Management includes a group of people, and in the organization, a group of people has to work according to their role, according to their status given in the organization, and at every level has to work, every department has to work, then only organization goals can be achieved. Then the next feature is management is a dynamic function. Why management is a dynamic function? Because management is related with the organization. An organization has to survive in an environment, and any organization is always affected by the economical, social, technical and political consequences. Okay, so organization is always affected by its environment. In environment, it is always social environment, the political environment, the economical environment and technical environment. Whenever any changes in the environment, that will affect the organization. When these economical, political, technical changes will be there, that changes will affect the organization. Therefore, management has to change its function, its techniques, its working according to the changes in the environment, or according to the changes in economy, according to the changes in politics, according to the changes in technical changes. So whatever changes takes place in the environment, according to that, management has to change its working system, management has to change its plans, policies, so that they can survive in the competitive market or competitive world. Okay, that's why management is a dynamic function. And management is intangible. It means we cannot see management, but we can feel management by seeing the orderliness, by seeing the systematic working in an organization. When we see that any organization achieves its goal, or they are having the maximum profits, it means the management is proper in that organization, and because of the management only they are able to achieve the goal. If in an organization the work is very systematic and there is no chaos, there is no confusion in the work, everyone is having their own, they know their responsibilities, they know what is their work, who has to do what, how they have to do, then in that case, by seeing the systematic working condition, by seeing the orderliness, by seeing the coordination in the organization, we can say that the management is proper in the organization. That's why management is intangible. Management we cannot see, but we can feel management by seeing the orderliness, coordination, systematic working environment in the organization. I think it's clear to you the different features or features of management.